Hello, YouTube. So, this has been our fourth day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Third day of actually just being here.
Third day of actually just being here.
And
It's a couple days after he made his last video.
Yeah.
Because for a little bit we were staying over at Jessica's. Well, first of all,
my aunt's.
Jessica's place, but also Jessica's client's sister's place.
Yeah, it was confusing.
Yeah.
As fuck. But basically, today we came up here, and there was BLM meeting. They didn't see our stuff. They were in the middle of talking. We made it sure our stuff is well hidden, but we haven't actually camped here by having our campsite set up. We still have
Lots of work to do. We
Yeah.
have to clear all this. We have to clear all that, and we have to flatten out the campsite, and we have to make the campsite.
We have to-
campsite.
Yeah.
Without it being tedious.
Exactly. So we're doing it slowly but surely. We the other night we had to sleep in my two-person tent, and that was not comfortable.
My arm,
Our
as
arms
well as my ankles and my legs, are all covered in mosquito bites.
mosquito bites all over the place. And first day we come up here, I was just angry the entire time, and I freaked out because nothing was getting done. We had one plan alone, and that was actually it was two things. It was to hang out with friends and build a camp. And
Number one was accomplished. Number two wasn't accomplished so much.
Yeah. Number one was accomplished, but very, very uneventfully. And not much of actually hanging out was happening. It was more like talking through problems and situations such as that, or our friends would run off away, and I had to follow them, basically. Or them basically betraying us behind our back, or so on and so forth. And then we didn't actually get any form of campsite built at all.
We got a rock moved.
We got one rock moved, yeah, and basically, I don't want to be mean, but I feel like most of it was my doing that we got the rock moved. And this rock is at least like 900 pounds. So literally, I would have to I used all my anger to even move it at all, and we were barely even moving it with 4 people, if we can even get that many people on. And I basically I talked to Jessica about her feelings just to get angry because of her nonsensical behaviors, and it actually kind of worked.
By the way, if you hear yelling and clapping, it's because the conference is still happening. We did have a say in that conference.
Yes.
We stayed there for a little bit.
And we heard most of everything they had to say.
And I agree with most of it, actually.
Yeah.
I just don't want the land to be closed down. I wish there was a little more freedom for campers.
Yeah.
Like I said to them, I think there should be positive reinforcement for people who actually clean up their mess and also clean up other messes. There should be negative consequences for people who come up here to do shitty things.
Yes.
So.
And as it stands, they're going to put up a bunch of signs.
Possibly gates.
Might be putting up gates. And they might either be seasonal, closed during certain fire seasons, so no access, or time frames between like probably 10 to 7. Things like that. And I don't necessarily disagree with that idea. It would decrease the amount of car shootings because then it would be middle of the day.
I think I thought of this, but I never actually mentioned it. But I think it would have been cool if they added a sort of licensing system for BLM lands, where basically you're technically not legal to be on a BLM land unless you go through licensing. Basically, I think licenses are just a solution to problems. You should have a parenting license to have children. You should have a license to go on BLM lands. You should have a license to drive a car. You should have a license to have a gun. You should have a blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Pretty soon you'll just have a wallet specifically for licenses.
But I feel like they should be more like stamps you put on your actual license for a car.
Yeah, Or maybe like they give you a key or something to the gate.
Yeah.
Something like that. I don't know.
Like, for instance,
Because I was just thinking, like, you like could put gates here, but people could still just go around it.
yeah. I got my driver's license, but there's hardly anything in the back, so maybe you could put like a stamp of some form. So you only have one license, but you have multiple licenses, like a food handler's card, your parenting license, basically many things. Maybe the Beyond license, and they just basically just attach it to this. They basically like tack it on the back.
Are you safe showing that on YouTube even?
Now they can barely even tell what I'm doing.
Okay.
And we can even blur most of it out too. But I feel the place we are at might be a bit threatened, but it's still so fucking well hidden that I'm not worried about it. And the people know us now, so might as well just stay. And we can talk to them and be like, we're cleaning up every form of mess we can. And if they visibly come over here and see progress of us cleaning up, then we should be fine.
Maybe we could even like tell them exactly where our campsite is, so if they need to, they can check up on us and all that. As long as they
Exactly.
don't kick us out.
Exactly. We can show them everything we've done. We can tell them we've been cleaning up a bunch of dead trees and such, and we're not actually having a campfire during fire season. And that we're trying to clean up the area as best as possible because there is fallen trees all over the place. This place is needing not needing a fire, but wanting a fire, and we can't allow that to happen.
I think that the PPTP is gonna be off our to-do list though, because they were talking about human feces and blah blah blah.
Well, the thing is, they're talking about more of the creek and such. We're going to be building a gigantic hole, at least 50 to 100 feet away from the creek in the first place.
Yeah, true.
And it's all going to be in a contained area. And we might even put a gigantic 50-gallon, like, maybe even 150-gallon thing underground.
Did to that tree.
A 150-gallon barrel underneath us that we can actually put feces in, and it won't leak out to the ground and such.
Yeah. I don't think human feces should really be a problem anyway. There's a bunch of animal feces already.
Exactly, but a lot of the animal feces can be turned into nutrients around because of the things they actually eat versus things that humans eat.
Yeah. Also, it sounds like they're leaving, so we should probably talk to them if we're going to.
Do you want to talk to them?
I do.
Okay. Alright, we're going to talk to them one last time before they all leave.
I mean, I was mainly just talking about the actual, like,
Regulations and such?
the park ranger.
Yeah. Alright, stay tuned next time.